Hello, friends. I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey where I'm checking out all the music I missed out on over the years and sharing some of my great finds with you. Some of you are sharing your great finds with me too. Bad Llama has kindly commissioned our second documentary for Band-Maid's Kanami, the lead guitarist of some of our favorite Japanese artists. We did Saiki recently, so this is our second one that Bad Llama has commissioned over on Ko-fi. These are put together by someone called Oren J.E. I think. I'm not sure if I've pronounced that right and if it's a J at the end. I know Oren, and then it's got a J.E. It's spelled Ohrenje. And they do a lot of different videos. They produce a lot of content around Band-Maid. So please check them out. I will link below. And if anyone can shed some light on how to pronounce it properly, because I've had a look online and I'm not sure. Same goes for Kanami or Kanami. I'm not sure because I hear a lot of different pronunciations. Perhaps the video will shed some light on that. It's Bad Llama's birthday coming up on the 13th of March. So please everyone say happy birthday to one of our big Band-Maid fans in the comments. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will be familiar with each other already. But just want to say a big thank you once again, because this really helps in the time that it takes to produce these videos and react to them. Something so selfless on your birthday. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, so let's get started with the documentary. I will start and stop throughout, but I will try to leave big chunks before stopping and starting. It switched gears with the audio.
To Kanagawa Prefecture in the Tokyo area, a mixture of heavily urbanized areas, farmlands, and mountains, punctuated by the tourist destinations of Kamakura, Enoshima, and Hakone. Its capital, Yokohama, is the second biggest city in Japan and a port city, well known all over the world.
My sister's visiting
Kanami
Japan at the moment.
Was born in this prefecture near Yokohama on September 28th, being the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister. As both of her siblings were already learning piano, Kanami's mother asked her to learn piano as well. But she also liked to borrow and play with her brother's airsoft gun. Her parents wanted Kanami to try various activities like ballet, calligraphy, and English, to name a few. Over the years, Kanami continued to learn piano as she has a natural talent for it and really loves playing.
Nice.
A passion that she shared multiple times on social media.
I just listened to this recently. That's nice.
Kanami confessed that from her childhood to her junior high school years, she only listened to classical music and was very influenced by Chopin. Kanami plays piano for the introduction of the song Start Over. She also performed the introduction of Daydreaming on piano live multiple times. In her interviews, Kanami describes herself as tenin in Japanese, which is translated as natural funny man. Tenin literally means nature or natural.
So she's the comedian of the group, right? She's the Joker. I didn't know that she did the piano. See, these documentaries obviously share a lot about the maids that we wouldn't necessarily know, which is why it's important really to get to know them, because you find out some precious bits of information.
Tenin literally means nature or natural. In Japan, there is a traditional comedy act known as manzai, where the humor comes from the interaction between a straight man and a funny man. not unlike the double-act comedy in the West with Laurel and Hardy, for example, or Abbott and Costello. The funny man being the comic character as opposed to the straight man in this comedy duo.
さあ、ミンチョのマイブームは何ですか、ポ？はい、ミンチョのマイブームは、ミサしか見れないインスタのアカウントをやってるんですけど、自分がミサ限定なの。ミサしか見れないから、フォロワーもミサしかいない。そのアカウントなんで？で、それでご飯を作ったら、そこに載せて、で、偉いって書いたりしたら、ミサが偉いねってコメント。LINE でやれ。どうしてインスタに作ったっぽ？こうやってね、ご飯作ったの並んでいくじゃん。で、それでちゃんと手料理を作るっていうモチベーションを上げるためにやっております。素敵なマイブームだね。ありがとう。なんでミサ一人なんだぽ？ミサが先生なの？ミサはね、偉いねって褒めてくれる。褒めてくれるからミサを選ぶ。あ、なるほどね。絶対ミサちゃんだったらいいねってしてくれるからってこと？はいはい。で、それをサイちゃんには見せないと？見てくれる？あ。
Oh. Misa will praise her, so Misa can be there, and she will feel good about it. Beautiful.
で、それをサイちゃんには見せないと？見てくれる？あ。
Brutal.
じゃあミサちゃんこれからも頑張ってください。
全員いいねしてるから。
全員いいね。ありがとう。
In Kanami's case, her funny talk is not deliberate, but natural. It's like that friend you have who is smart, but naturally strange in a funny way, if that makes sense.
ありがとうございました。
Kanami has been very polite while the show's about talking between friends.
Way, if that makes sense.
ありがとうございました。
面接じゃないんですよ。本当に。
Saiki and Miku talked about Kanami during an episode of the radio show Band-Maid Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん。はい。かなみちゃんもね、ちょっととても不思議な感じなんですよ。なんだろう、小鳩が多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって思われてるんですけど、ぽかなみちゃんもなかなかだと小鳩を思うぽ。
それは同感です。
ね、同感でしょぽ。
なんかね、かなみちゃんはあれなんだよね。二面性があるっていう言い方していいの？
なんか普段は本当にふわふわしてて、すごくなんだろう、ほんわかしたね、お嬢様みたいな、
お姫様みたい。
あ、そうだっぱね。
おとぎの国のお姫様みたいな。
眠ってそう。
あ、そう、眠り姫っぽい。なんかおしとやかなお姫様って感じなんですけど、
なんか小鳥たちとかと遊んでそうなイメージだ。森の中で。
There was also a moment.
I see what they mean, like a Disney princess that plays with birds in the woods in Dreamland. That's quite cool. Like she's a daydreamer. That's quite like me too. I actually I did really well at school, but there were school reports that I had my head in the clouds and I was a daydreamer. That was what they would always say. I was good at what I was doing, but I was always daydreaming. And I think that's a nice trait to have, actually. I could really relate to Saiki being the quiet, reserved person that came out of her shell and grew to be a bit more confident over time with practice. And now I always like to kind of put myself in their position. That's how I would relate to Kanami, I think, so far. Kanami, as they've said. I've heard bits of both again, so confusion. And they thought Miku was also one of the funny ones. Miku's quite outgoing, right?
There was also a moment during the US tour in 2022 where Kanami introduced herself for the second time when the crowd was calling her name. In senior high school, Kanami joined a popular music club as a keyboardist, but started to learn guitar a few months later after watching a senior classmate play. Kanami wanted to play guitar to look cool in the eyes of the other girls. And it worked.
ギターを弾いてるKanami先輩ってかっこいいよねって言ってもらえるようになって、それが気持ちよくてずっとギターを弾いてました。
This is the beginning of Kanami's journey as a guitarist. She started to learn the basics by herself without any knowledge or even a band to practice with. At one point,
it's quite a common thing.
A third-year senior who taught her guitar asked Kanami to join his band composed of classmates. The members gave Kanami songs to learn from bands like Kiss, Metallica, and Deep Purple. But the first song she had to learn was However by Glay.
This is nice. Sounds detailed.
As she was covering more and more songs from Western hard rock bands, Kanami had so much fun that she decided to create her own one-person band, filling all the roles herself. Kanami was not really into the idea of joining as a band, as it's difficult to find one where all the members have the same level of motivation and the same ambitions.
Yeah, a lot of bands don't survive because people have their other lives that they don't commit so much to the band, and understandably so. If you've got friends, if you've got family, if you've got certain relationships or other hobbies, some people just don't put 100% into the band, and that's usually where it seems to fail for a lot of people. And then there are other people who give 100%. There are other people who give more, and it can be like an obsession or a giving everything to something they're passionate about, and understandably so as well. If people want it, they really go for it, but not everyone will have that same ambition, as they've just said. That's quite understandable, but a shame at the same time. It's like D&D. If you play D&D and you want a group of people who are going to play together, maybe even just once a week for a few hours, not everyone can do it, and a lot of groups fail for that. It's the same with the band, but it's a bit more of like some people want it to be a lifelong adventure together, or at least a fair good chunk of their lives, whereas others aren't as serious about it and do it maybe more casually. So this must be a difficult thing to find people who are a good fit, who you like the sound of their skill and talent, who are good to work together with, and who want the same things as you. It's like trying to find the perfect relationship, just as a band.
This is why Kanami started to learn programming and write her own songs so she wouldn't have to rely on a band.
So she did everything.
Kanami wanted to enroll in a university of music, but she finally followed her parents' wishes and went to a regular university where she studied economics and management to learn how to promote herself as a professional musician.
Useful.
Even though she was still a student, Kanami worked hard to polish her skills and find her way through the music industry. She built a soundproof room and took singing lessons, even though she didn't really like to sing.
She's got a great
Kanami also
singing
posted
voice.
a lot of covers on YouTube and Nico Nico, until one day, someone finally contacted her.
Nice.
Kanami's hard work paid off as she was contacted to join a female rock band.
カナミッチを最初に見つけて、で見つけてもらって声かけてもらって、どこで見つけるの？ネットで動画をやっぱ弾いてみたみたいなんです上げてて、そこからで私がもともとはシンガーソングライターを弾き語りでこう歌いますみたいなやってたんですけど、バンドじゃなくて。
She met with the management who explained the concept and played songs made for the band. For the maid outfits, Kanami had already performed in one during a school culture festival, so it was not a problem for her as she really liked the concept. As for the songs, she found that they were cool, so she immediately said yes. Plus, she always wanted to be a lead guitarist and work with a female lead singer without having to sing. From this moment, Kanami was the first member to join Band-Maid.
Nice.
At the beginning,
So
the songs
good.
performed.
It's so good when you listen to her playing. It's amazing. I love that the more I hear, this is how it makes it so much easier when you see them performing, and I can go, "Yep, that's great. That's the guitarist. That's the lead guitarist. That's the vocalist. Whatever." It makes it a lot easier for me to process. There are so many times where I have all their names in my head, and I'm like, "Oh, I forget what her name is," and it feels a bit embarrassing, and it feels a bit disrespectful as well. Not intentionally so, but that doesn't mean it can't be taken that way, right? And I don't like that. I feel a lot more proud to be connected to people a bit more, and it's nice hearing this story. I didn't know that. Well, kind of knew that Kanami was the first one that Miku brought on. And they were talking about how Saiki was recruited. It's cool that they found her online. It's quite common as well. And like I said before, quite common to like be self-taught, but that doesn't mean that everyone is great at what they do. But Kanami here is fantastic, as we can hear. Oh,
At the beginning,
details.
The songs performed by Band-Maid were sent by external songwriters and selected by the members. The band's first released single was called Ai to Jonetsu no Matadoru. It was likely inspired by Kanami and her admiration for Santana, the legendary Mexican guitarist, singer, and songwriter.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check out him.
She found Santana thanks to her father's vinyl collection,
Oh, Santana.
as he listened mostly to rock from the 70s and the 80s. Kanami was still a novice in songwriting, but she continued to submit her songs anyway. Although it was really hard for her to keep writing all those songs that were never approved. Thankfully, Kanami had the support of Saiki, who encouraged her to continue to write more and more.
Oh, good.
While performing the songs provided by the songwriters, Kanami kept on learning and improving until her determination was finally rewarded when,
I heard this.
2 years after their formation, the first ever song written and arranged by Band-Maid was released.
I heard this. Also, like when I was asked to do this one, I heard the story and people told me about it. I thought that was really wholesome. You know, you can get producers and the writers to manufacture bands, and I know that they wanted to do their own thing as well, which like most bands do. So it's nice that they were able to do this as well and build up some practice, figure themselves out, find themselves, and connect to the writing process as well.
Was finally rewarded when, 2 years after their formation,
2 years
the
as well.
first ever song written and arranged by Band-Maid was released.
I loved it. I really love this song.
Kanami is the kind of person who has to compose all the time. She loves to create new songs and takes requests from the other members when they have an idea. It's even easier for Kanami this way, as she doesn't have to start from scratch.
Collaborative.
When she does, Kanami uses a riff or a melody, writes around it, and sends each part to each member, starting with Misa. There are not a lot of directions for Misa to follow, except when Kanami wants her to slap or stand out during a specific part of the song. Misa, being a very fast worker, gets her response to Kanami quickly, which means then Kanami can start programming the drums for Akane.
Because obviously the bass is like the foundation, right? That's really cool. And Misa is like one of the best bassists that I've come across. There was, I think in my early days of reacting to Band-Maid and just thinking about music in general, despite being a music connoisseur for years and listening to lots of different things, I wasn't too familiar with the levels of bass that you can appreciate. Like, that sounds really basic. That sounds really stupid, in fact. But there was not so much. I think I was aware that there's not a lot of appreciation for bassists, and he kind of made a joke about it. But actually, there are some amazing bassists in the world if you listen and observe and pay attention. And I think part of this music discovery journey for me is really getting to understand a level that appreciates everyone for their contributions, not just a lead vocalist or a lead person, but every element that is going into this music, because it's a collaborative effort, like I said a minute ago, and it really makes a whole difference. Misa's bass playing and solo bass moments are phenomenal. She's quick, she's hardworking as well, it says here. So that's really respectful and really nice to hear.
The song. Misa, being a very fast worker, gets her response to Kanami quickly, which means then Kanami can start programming the drums for Akane. At first, Kanami received a lot of feedback from Akane about the drums being impossible or requiring 5 arms, but with time, she improved her programming and wrote difficult but playable drums with the help of Akane.
That's really
Let's
nice.
take Black Hole, for example.
でもあそこは最初もっと難しかったんです。これは無理って言われて代わりに出してもらった別パターンを採用してます。辛口とか地獄とか名付けられたパターンも送ってもらったんですけど、確か地獄っていうパターンになったんだと思います。
Can you imagine playing that? And they've done like 3+ hour shows for one song. To call the drum pattern hell is probably means what she says. That's quite cool.
けど確か地獄っていうパターンになったんだと思います。
Kanami wanted Black Hole to be the fastest song possible, but also chaotic, which makes it even harder for Akane. With Akane's drums locked in, Kanami can add the guitars and work with Saiki on the lead vocals. The first demo of a song is actually recorded on a piano by Kanami with her voice as the demo for the vocals, so the song might change completely when Saiki's voice is added. A part of this process was featured in the Band-Maid US Tour 2022 documentary, where we can see Kanami presenting her idea for Memorable to Saiki.
La 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 la
That's
For
beautiful.
backing vocals, Kanami proposes some of them, Miku and Saiki also propose some others, and finally, their vocal director sometimes gives advice during the recording sessions. The rhythm guitar is something Kanami adds at the end of her writing process. When Miku has to sing, her part is, of course, simplified, but Kanami doesn't think much about this when composing. Talking about Miku, Kanami's way of writing is totally different when she writes a song for Miku, like Sayanakadori. Even though Kanami adopts her writing to Miku's voice, she wants Miku to grow as a singer, so she is always trying to challenge her.
この最後は変えてほしいって小鳩に言われたので、ちょっと成長の意味も込めて変えたら、最初高くて出るかわかんないって言われちゃって、頑張れって。
I need to hear that one. I love hearing the structure and how everything is done. It's really cool hearing about the processes. Very interesting getting a look in behind the scenes.
Kanami has had a lot of different guitars over the years.
I was going to
She has
say.
used a Flying V, a Les Paul, and Strat-style guitars. Her first collaboration
cool.
was with a Dictone, when Kanami was officially endorsed by the brand on May 21st, 2016. Kanami even had her own signature model, the Dictone Modern Series 2.8 Signature, in two colors, red and green. But there is one brand that we are used to seeing Kanami with for a few years now. Paul Reed Smith Guitars, or PRS.
Very cool.
At the beginning of 2017, Kanami switched from a Dictone to PRS, which was not leaving her previous endorser in good terms with Band-Maid's management, who was accused of forcing Kanami to switch to PRS guitars.
Oh, drama?
For the release of their first major album called Just Bring It, Band-Maid recorded the music video of Don't You Tell Me, where we can see Kanami playing with a brand new PRS 408 Fire Red Burst, borrowed from a guitarist amongst Band-Maid staff. One thing for sure, Kanami fell in love with PRS guitars.
もうファーストタッチで、うわ弾きやすい、手に吸い付くってなって、で、音的にも特徴的なサウンドじゃないですか。私は特徴が欲しかったんですよね、バンドメイドに。ただ PRS ってしっかり弾かないとちゃんと鳴らないギターなので、今でも結構苦戦してるところがあるんですけど、でもこの PRS を使いこなせるようになったら、きっとどのギターでも使いこなせると思ったので、PRS にしました。これだとなりました。
It's like learning as a challenge for her, saying it like felt like it stuck to her. It's becoming one with the guitar, isn't it? And for it to feel like it belonged, even if she couldn't play it smoothly straight away, it was definitely a challenge and something that she enjoyed, it seems.
ので PRS にしました。これだとなりました。直感だったと思います。音も弾き心地もこれがいい。でもしっかり弾かないと音が鳴らないみたいな。難しいけど、でもこれっていう感じでした。
On November 17th, 2024, Kanami took part in a public talk session at the PRS Guitars and American Vintage Guitar Show, held at Shibuya Stream Hall in Tokyo, alongside Paul Reed Smith, the founder of PRS Guitars.
Nice.
During the session, he surprised everyone by presenting Kanami with her very own signature model, a recognition of her hard work as a guitarist and songwriter. Kanami thus became the first Japanese artist to receive a signature model from the American company PRS.
That's wholesome. Oh. Sounds beautiful.
カナミシグネチャーモデルを弾いてくれる方が、いらっしゃるということで、それを想像するともうすごく感動しちゃいます。もし目の前で それを見てしまったらもう泣いちゃうかもしれないです。
Don't worry, I will. Wow. Wow. That's cool.
Mincho comes from her username from the time she posted videos online, which was Kana Mincho. Incho is a suffix to give a cute feel to a name that usually ended with a vowel I. This is how Kanami chose the nickname Kana Mincho, then shortened into Mincho. It has been mentioned multiple times by the members that Kanami has a switch when she is playing guitar.
ライブお給仕の時にギターを持ってこうお給仕に臨むと、なんだかこう人格が変わるというか、少しオラオラ系になるみたいで、
急に変わって、すごいこうやってきました。
マジで？
この金見がギター持ってこうやってやってきますから。
急に小鳩のマイク奪ってちょっと話したりとかする時とかもあって。小鳩たちもすごいびっくりしちゃうみたいな時があります。
身内もびっくりするぐらいなんだ。
でも打ち合わせとか全くなしで、い
つ出てくるかも分からない。その時はなんかトランス状態みたいな感じっぽくて、私何やってたっていうのがあって、今日はねシンバルをかかと落とししてたみたいな。
This moment can be seen when the camera is on Kanami right after a short pose. Kanami enters in Mincho mode to focus on her music. Sometimes, Mincho becomes out of control, and it looks like this.
It's like drunk on the music. It's like Animal on the drums. Oh wow. Saiki on the floor. Oh my god. Oh. That was brilliant. That was so good.
ミンチョはじゃあ最初にサイちゃんに会った時の印象、ミンチョ
記憶あるとこからでいいよ。
記憶あるところから。
いや記憶ないかもしれないからと。
記憶があるところだとぶっちゃけるとあーちゃんが最初にサイちゃんサイちゃんのことを先にあーちゃんが会ってたから、多分かなみは嫌いなタイプの人だと思うって言われてた。
あったね。
結構それ言ってたね最初。
そうだからすごいビクビクしながら会って、あ、この人かみたいな。でも話したらあれ普通に話せるってなって、どっちだってなって。
Since Kanami met with Saiki, she can't stop showing how much she loves and admires her. It started with the first music video of Don't You Tell Me, where the personality of each member is highlighted for the first time.
I need to watch
Since
that.
then, she's always showing her support to Saiki during live performances.
私はすごく
I've watched a lot of like live videos. Don't You Tell Me, I don't know if that's still on my list. I don't think I've done it, but I've definitely not done the video. So it's the thing of everyone's like, you must watch a live performance, but like this is why I miss out on some things because I'm not watching the music videos. Obviously it's great to watch the live performances, but I think there's no harm in watching all the versions, giving us plenty of content to take us decades into this journey, which I'm fine with, by the way.
Is highlighted for the first time. Since then, she's always showing her support to Saiki during live performances.
私はすごくボーカルの最近のことが大好きなので、はい、一緒にアコースティックでこうできて。いいんだよ、そんなこと言わなくて。 たびに
でしょ。
素敵
はい。
素敵です
え？
素敵ですさいちゃんとっても素敵です
It's been something used by the members for years during
I
MCs.
love this.
Sometimes, those moments are very sweet.
It's very sweet.
And sometimes, it gives us a memorable moment.
Kanami is Japanese hentai
Saiki also likes to play this card with Kanami during songs for some funny stage interactions. One thing for sure, with these two on stage, you can expect a lot of emotions coming through their performance as they adore those special moments with just the two of them.
I love these performances.
Music has been a part of Kanami's life since her childhood, and even if her passion for the guitar started late, Kanami worked hard to master the instrument, songwriting, and song production. Since that moment, every decision she made helped shape the passionate guitarist that we know today. Always impressive when she's on stage with her ability to convey emotions through her guitar, Kanami has moved a lot of fans over the years.
She's brilliant.
From a try-it-all to a do-it-all, Kanami always had the ambitions to break through the music industry. And by joining Band-Maid, she was able to improve her play, learn from professional songwriters, and pursue her dream.
Aww.
Thanks to her Band-Maid support, Kanami continued to write song after song until they were approved by the management. And since 2016, she is the genius who writes Band-Maid's music. Improving and evolving song after song, exploring new territories, challenging her bandmates and herself by making songs that sound good instead of being just easy to play.
でもとにかく音楽には一生関わっていたいなっていうメンバーたちなんですよ、一人一人が。だからそれこそこれから10年後にどうなっているかは正直わからないし、5年後だって見当もつかないんですけど、音楽では絶対つながっていたいって思うメンバーたちですね。もうこのバンド、このメンバーが大好きすぎて、このメンバーと離れるのが絶対嫌だって思うんです。この先も少し立ち止まるような時が来るかもしれないですけど、このメンバーたちに囲まれているからこそ自分は続けられているというか、続けることを目的に続けてきたわけじゃなくて、本当に気づいたら続けられていたという感じで入れているのは今のメンバーだからなんだなって思います。
It's so wholesome, isn't it? It's so lovely. It's one of those things you just don't ever want it to end.
という感じで入れているのは今のメンバーだからなんだなって思います。
Kanami's path has never been an easy one, but she managed to keep moving forward, destroying every obstacle in her way. Even when she is tired to the point of where she can't barely stand, Kanami will always give everything on stage with the biggest smile. She is a mixture of passion, energy, and joy, who is and always will be full of surprises. Kanami, the genius composer.
So she's behind all their music. It's fantastic to hear that. Sad it's over, but that's so nice learning more. It just makes you feel a lot more connected, doesn't it? So now we've done Saiki, we've done Kanami. I understand there are 7 in total. So where do we go next? What happens next? Who is the next logical step? Is it Akane? Is it someone else? Is it pronounced Akane, or is it different? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of that. But that was so wholesome, hearing that and learning that Kanami is basically the composer for their music, the one that kind of puts it all together and offers up different examples and listens to the others and gives them sometimes impossible things to play. That's quite nice to hear. And obviously they work together to make something that is possible. Really, really nice. I've talked your ears off for so long, but thank you so much to Bad Llama for commissioning this one. And thank you to everyone if you got this far, if you watched along. Thank you so much. Maniacs, thank you so much for your support. You're wonderful. And I will see you for another one soon. Take care. Oh, also, thank you to anyone on Patreon. You can join for free, but you can also join from £1 and up and get a little thank you at the end of my videos. No pressure at all, because like I say, always that you are providing so much support, going above and beyond just being here. So that's just optional. And thank you. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.